If you're thinking about getting an air fryer but you're not sure which one's right for you because there are so many styles out there, along with the most common basket style, we also have glass air fryers, multifunction air fryers, and even toaster oven air fryers. The styles are different and some are easier to use than others. In this video, I'll walk you through the pros and cons of some of the ones I've used to help you decide on how to find the right one for your needs. So hopefully you won't waste your money on choosing the wrong one. First up, standard drawer style. These can be compact, ranging from 2/4 baskets to 8/4 baskets. Here is a 4/4 compact air fryer. This one is great for small kitchens and quick meals. It takes up less counter space. It's simple to use. It's perfect for beginners and even kids. My 11-year-old loves using this one and I'm comfortable with letting him use it for reheating his pizzas or making frozen chicken nuggets. The downside to these standard drawer air fryers are, firstly, the smell. These are made from plastic materials and sometimes the lingering smell can last a while, some more than others. Many have mentioned that they can even taste the plastic in their food because it's so strong, no matter how many times they've washed it and done a burn off. Some people find these single drawer baskets to have limited cooking capacity. They're good for 1 to 4 people, but not big families. You may find yourself having to do a lot of batch cooking, especially because these type of baskets are very deep, but you still need to add your food in a single layer for it to cook evenly. If you top up the whole basket, you're constantly going to be shaking and flipping and moving everything around to get everything to cook evenly. So because of that, you may end up finding yourself doing a lot of batch cooking, which means you're doing a lot more work, like wiping the basket clean before you start the next batch and monitoring it so that you can flip your food around. It can be quite exhausting. Although there are now a couple of air fryers on the market that have dual heating elements, like this Cosori. If you like the idea of not having to flip or shake your food, this design is great. Some are now coming with a viewing window, which is great for keeping an eye on your food, but the glass can be harder to clean sometimes. And baking can be done in these single basket drawers as long as you can find the right sized accessory to fit inside the basket. Since there is a lot of controversy over the materials used in these air fryers, we're now seeing a few glass air fryers on the market, namely this Ninja Crispi. The cooking containers are 100% glassware, but the crisper trays are ceramic coated. I have to do more research on the different types of coatings used, but for now, the glass air fryers are becoming popular for several reasons. The most obvious is you can see your food cooking. There's no more guessing and no more opening to check your food, causing all the heat to escape out and also the temperature to fluctuate. You won't get the strong plastic smell that you get from standard air fryers. The downside to this, some are skeptical about the crisper tray materials and wonder if it defeats the purpose of having a glass air fryer. Because the glass is so thick and needs to withstand high heat, it does make it heavier and more fragile. Also, it's not ideal for kids to use. Although the Ninja Crispi is compact and has less settings to play around with, I'm not comfortable with my kid using this one. The power pod is a little heavy for him to lift and the heating element is a little exposed, so I am wary of him burning himself. Also, the glass gets very hot. Moving on to multi-cooker air fryers, now some of them are coming out with steaming functions, an option where you can not only do multi-layer cooking, but you can cook with liquids. Standard air fryers should not be used for cooking rice or pasta, contrary to what you see on social media. They are not designed for liquids and the manufacturer clearly states it in their manuals. This is the Ninja Speedy Rapid Cooker and Air Fryer. It has all the regular air fryer features, but it comes with even more. It's basically an all-in-one unit and has larger capacity, which is great for families. You can make your whole meal in one go, your proteins and your carbs. So that means that there are less dishes and less food monitoring to do. It adds variety. Sometimes you can get bored of eating dry meals, which is what standard air fryers deliver, but this one you can create amazing pasta dishes and even soups. The downside to this is it takes up more counter space. It gets very overwhelming to use. I run a Facebook group for this particular appliance and many do find it confusing to use, especially when they're trying to pair their food items and knowing what settings to use. It takes a lot of trial and error and there are limited resources when it comes to cooking with multi-cookers, unlike the vast amount of air fryer recipes that you can find the moment you open up a social app. Now, toaster oven air fryers. They have all the standard air fryer features and some more. like a rotisserie. These are great for multi-use. They have a huge capacity for big meals. They all have viewing windows so you can see your food cooking. You can use and fit most accessories in them. So if you like to bake cakes or casseroles, you can fit in a baking dish. It's basically a mini oven. They're usually stainless steel, so they won't have any plastic smell, and they won't contain any Teflon materials, which a lot of people are trying to avoid. While toaster ovens are a great choice in terms of versatility, it also has many drawbacks. The slightly larger ones take longer to preheat and longer to cook food compared to a basket air fryer. But the biggest issue with these is the cleaning. The ovens contain heating elements at the top and the bottom. Because of this, any cooking you do in a mesh basket that has lots of juices in it will drop down and land on the heating element. They will then start to smoke and burn. So to prevent that, you have to keep a tray under the basket to catch the drippings. Doing this now means the heat is getting blocked from the heating element below. Some ovens have a shield over the heating element, which is supposed to protect the heating element, but this just makes it all that much more harder to clean. Because it's stainless steel, some of them get extremely hot on the outside. I actually gave away my Cosori oven, which had the rotisserie feature, and I loved it so much, but at that time my kids were so much younger and I was always worried they would touch it and burn themselves, because I burnt my wrist a couple of times. It was a shame because it was a really good toaster oven. Finally, if you are looking for a bigger capacity but you're worried about the cleaning or the ease of using it, then the other option is dual basket air fryers. You can cook two things at once, or you can just use one of the single baskets. These are great for families when you have to cook two different dishes, but they do take up a lot of space. Although Ninja now has the double stack, but I don't know how much space that saved. Again, the dual baskets will also be similar to the single basket drawer, where they will have that plastic smell. Okay, so which style is best for you? If you live alone or have a small kitchen, a compact basket air fryer would be great. If you have a couple of people in the house, go for a slightly larger quarter basket. If you're trying to avoid all plastic and you don't like the smell of the plastic, go for a glass air fryer. If you need something that does more than just air fryer and you don't want to just keep eating the same things over and over, then go for a multifunction air fryer. If you want to cook for a big family, then maybe the dual basket air fryer is good. If you want something versatile but also bakes, toaster oven air fryers are best. But you do need to pack your patience with this. At the end of the day, the best air fryer is the one that fits your cooking style and your needs. I tend to rotate through my air fryers, and I do like the design of this Gourmet 14-in-1, which is a crossover of an air fryer and an oven, and it doesn't have any heating elements at the bottom. It comes with a lot of accessories and has a rotisserie feature, but the unit itself is made of plastic, and Gourmet does tend to stop working very quickly. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel, as I do share lots of air fryer reviews and tips. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them below. Please also share your experiences with your air fryer if you have one, or let me know if you are considering one. Don't forget to give this video a like, and I hope to catch you in my next video.